Are Christians in heaven right now? When a believer passes from this life, do they immediately go to the presence of the Lord? This was a discussion we had in the comments section. And during that time, Mrs. Smith here came along and disagreed with what we were saying, that yes, believers are in heaven. So during that time, I gave her the first of what is going to be many proof texts that yes, they indeed are there. Hebrews chapter 12, verses 22 and 23 was the first passage I gave her. This is her response. That verse says nothing about what happens to the dead here on earth. And so I want to take this passage and give a gentle correction if you read it, that it clearly states this. I invite you to read the entire chapter talking about the uncertainty and the fear of before, which was equated to Mount Sinai, then to the grace and the wonderful opportunity through Jesus Christ, which is now equated to Mount Zion. Mount Zion is another name for heaven. How do you know this? Look in the passage. It says, and now you've come to Mount Zion. What do you see? You see God the Father. You see the New Jerusalem. You see countless angels. And listen very carefully. You see a festive gathering, an assembly of those whose names are enrolled in heaven. Now, you remember Luke chapter 10, this is what Jesus told the disciples. They were rejoicing over seeing victories here on earth. He says, oh, the greater rejoicing is that, believers, your names are now written in heaven, enrolled. Revelation chapter 2, Revelation chapter 20 tell us that when a believer makes that decision, their name is now written in the book of life. What does it say here in Revelation, in Hebrews chapter 12? It's saying, you're looking at the assembly whose names were enrolled in heaven. And it further says, these are the spirits of the righteous made perfect, made complete. The loved ones that are there they no longer suffer depression, physical pain, other things like that. They're made complete. They're made holy. They are still spirits. They don't have the resurrection body. So I invite you, friends, and Mrs. Smith, I invite you to go back and read this without having a mind that wants to take it away from its true meaning here, in which you can look in heaven right now and see those ones. It says it's a festive gathering. It's a joyful assembly of those whose names have been enrolled in heaven. They are there. Their reservations were secure, and they're there right now at peace without pain, the spirits of the righteous made perfect.